What is going on, guys and girls? We're here at lovely launch night Mania. It's actually a decently big launch night. There was a bunch of games coming out, from Dragon's Dogma to Ghost Recon Future Soldier to Men in Black 3 to Sorcery. There might have been something else as well. Regardless, I got my Dragon's Dogma and my Ghost Recon Future Soldier, so we are ready for action. And I thought I would just make a quick vlog. A lot of people have been requesting, can't even speak straight, requesting a video update. So I figured it'd be fun just to give kind of a preview on my thoughts about the games before we start playing them. So let's start with Dragon's Dogma, which I think will be my favorite of the two. I don't know, it's just my prediction. Now, this game initially was announced, I thought looked pretty poor. The big thing was like, oh, you can climb on all these monsters and fight them, and I was like, eh. Now, I had this reaction before I played Dark Souls, and also before the hype really grew on Dragon's Dogma. And now Dragon's Dogma has turned into a very well-respected, not critically acclaimed in the sense of 9s and 10s, but a very well-done game that is a Japanese RPG merged with Western elements, sort of like Dark Souls. And some comparisons to Dark Souls, although not as extremely difficult. I know we're getting really weird lighting here, I apologize for that. But similar in the sense that you're exploring a big open world, you're fighting crazy monsters, they're bigger than you have cool combat with swords and staves and blah 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 blah. The character creator looks really good, like way better than Skyrim or anything of that nature. It looks to be a little bit more open world and questy than Dark Souls, definitely for sure. More dialogue and towns and things of that nature. And graphically it looks pretty good. Not like, oh my god, balls to the wall, amazing, you know, blue diamonds in the sky, but looks pretty darn good. And I'm very psyched because I think it could have the same kind of appeal as Dark Souls, where it's like challenging monsters and where do we go next and what happens next and learning from our mistakes and powering up our, you know, not only RPG-ish but also our own skills. And I think it could be a really, really awesome game for this series. And I also like the idea and the effect that you're going to be taking on these iconic big monsters, from Cyclops to Griffins to all sorts of crazy snake-headed, goat-bearded, monkey-tailed demons that are all pretty darn cool. So that's Dragon's Dogma, and that's going to be playing and uploading first. The other game is Ghost Recon Future Soldier. This game has been in development for a very long time. I was a pretty big Ghost Recon fan. Advanced Warfighter GRAW that came out when the 360 launched was a very fun game for me. It was a really good graphical showpiece for the system when it initially launched. And I actually remember when I first got my 360, I think it came out a little bit after the 360 launch, perhaps. I could be wrong, don't quote me. I remember being at my grandparents' house and being like, with my 360, I think it was around holiday time, something around there maybe. And I was like, we gotta go get GRAW. And so I went and got Ghost Recon and played it with my brother. The whole night, he was like, oh my god, 360! Because the graphics looked so insane back then. Now, Future Soldier's been in development for a long time and been through quite the tumultuous, cycle of not only development, but also coverage. A lot of negativity around it. Initially, I was super psyched. I thought it looked really cool. And then it kind of delved into this weird thing. It was like, people were like, oh, that looks terrible. And they focused on this gunsmithing thing with Connect and Move, or one or the other. And it was just like, what are they doing to this game? Are they destroying it? You know, initially they kept showing all these cool takeouts of like invisibility and this team, and it looked awesome. And then somehow, somewhere around there, it turned around, and people are like, this game is way better than it's supposed to be, or that we initially thought. And it's been getting some positive, some real positive stuff coming out of the gates here, it looks like. And from people I've heard who've played it, they really are enjoying it. And it has multiplayer and co-op and some other cool things that we might have to check out as well, focusing mainly on the single player to start off here. Now, the embargo is supposedly up at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday, tomorrow morning. So I'm not sure exactly when we'll be able to get that up, but don't worry, it'll be up and ready to go. And it would be super awesome if both games we could hit them really hard with likes. It means a lot to me, and it helps support the channel and support me a lot. If you notice, we're doing really, really awesome lately, and like the likes to the dislikes ratio on Max Payne and Diablo, and a lot of the videos, the Cry of Fear video, the DayZ video, it's just jumped tremendously lately, and I'm really proud and happy of that. I feel like I have the channel back under my reins, and everything is in good shape. And if last week was our first really solid week back, this will be another conquering week to just be that amazing Ghostrobo army that we all are, and I love. I have some really exciting announcements for what's happening in the coming weeks coming up. That one of them I'll announce really soon, one I have to wait on. But they're both really, really awesome and cool, and two that I've been very excited about for a long time. Like really, one of them, the one I can tell you soon, I'm like jumping out of my pants, excited. That excited. I know you don't want to see naked Ghostrobo, but that's how I'm feeling right now. So we got good games coming tonight. It's going to be a blast. Just wanted to touch base with you guys. I am going to be announcing the winners of the Walking Dead contest soon if you're into that. I know that's been slightly delayed. I just got really busy with Diablo 3, which I love. Quick little update. Max Payne 3 is a blast. The multiplayer is actually chaotic but fun. I'm not sure if it's something that has the lasting appeal of Call of Duty or Battlefield, but it's a fun multiplayer and I do enjoy playing it. Diablo 3 is something I want to be playing all the time, and in fact a game that, as much as I love recording, I sometimes wish I could just I'll wake up in the morning, it'll be, I know I'm talking fast, so I'm going to slow down. Ghost breath. Okay. Now, it's one of those games where if I didn't have to record, there's times I wake up at 8 in the morning, I want to click on stuff. Or it's 2 in the morning, I want to click on stuff. Or 11 p.m. at night, I don't have my microphone, but I want to click on stuff and get new loot. And I love the game to death. It's so much fun, and I'm excited. I got a Torchlight 2 beta code. Really excited to check that out as well. I know similar kind of game, but the graphics are cool, and it strikes a little bit of a different feel just because of the aesthetics and kind of the focus of the game. Same loot type stuff, which then makes me super stoked for Borderlands 2. They just announced the Collector's Edition and the extra special Collector's Edition, which has a actual giant loot crate, which I have to get because it looks awesome. And I love Borderlands. And Borderlands 2, again, I love the art style, I love the concept idea, and I'm going to be so all over that game, especially with all these delays. What is going on with delays? I think I'm going to get back to making a weekly vlog series. I really enjoyed that. Like a Monday show and maybe a Friday show. They're pretty fun, a little bit more produced than a normal vlog, a little bit more edited. Some good stuff going on. So look forward to that. I'll be giving my impressions, obviously, of the games coming out tonight. Hit those up hard. And yeah, hope you're having a good night. I will see all of you soon on the part ones. Bring your like and favorite fingers. Share it around the internet. Share it with your friends. Share it on Facebook. Help in any way you can. It means a ton to me and allows me to continue to do what I do best and just bring you guys awesome content. I apologize for the lighting in this video. I was, you can go check Twitter, but, so dumb. I pull up, to get my games, and, there's not many people there. Obviously, it's midnight, and these, high school kids who think they're, so cool, these, whatever, big, dumb-looking high school kids get in their car, and they wait for me to get out of my car, so I'm, sitting there, what are they doing? Because it seemed odd. They turned off their lights and turned them on a couple times. And they drive past, you're you're such a fag, what are you doing? And drive away, oh, you guys are so cool. If only you knew that I was Ghostrobo and had a freaking Ghostrobo army. But whatever, people are dumb. That's the lesson of the night, is that when people have an opportunity to make fun of someone or to be mean, they do. And it happens here on YouTube, it happens in real life, and you just blow it off. I'm learning to do that on YouTube. I've already learned that long ago to do that in real life, and I know that they have no idea what they're talking about. But what I do know what I'm talking about, and I do know you're talking about, is the excitement we've been showing for Dragon's Dogma and Ghost Recon. So let's get to those games. Let's get it crack in here at the Ghostrobo Army HQ. And I will see you guys soon. Have a fantastic day. Get your hot chocolate ready for some awesome episodes this week and today. Until next time, guys and girls, we'll see you all later.